So I have some reds here. We're gonna get our potatoes planted today. And I cut them so I have at least one good one, and then at least 2 of them on there. I have a bag of just the spare chunks that didn't have any eyes on them that I'll feed to the goats. But I'm gonna get these put in the tires. We have ash from the wood burner. I always put a bunch of ashes in the bottom of the tires, and then 5 or 6 potatoes, and I just lay them flat on my cut surface, cover them in dirt, and I'll water them today, but I usually don't touch them a whole lot after that unless they get sprinkled when I water the rest of the garden. But I'll show you how we do the tires, and then I'm not sure how many I have here. I have red Pontiacs here, and then I got a bag of Yukon Golds that I haven't cut up yet that we'll put in rows. I don't know how many I have exactly yet, so we'll see how many I can get out of it. So we plowed the garden open 2 nights ago. And I'll show you that in a minute. Our rows aren't perfectly straight, but some of the leftover dirt here on the end is what I'm putting in these tires for the potatoes. So there's my first one done. So it looks like this when I start it. And then I'll put a layer of ashes in here and lay my 6 potatoes down like a star, and then one in the middle, cover it with dirt, and then we'll water them. I have a row of tires here. It works pretty good. You just lift the tires up and all the potatoes are right there under the tires. So doing them in tires is really easy, especially with kids. It's fun for when you flip them over. They love digging them out of there. And they're pretty simple. They don't need that much water, and you gotta try pretty hard to kill them. So this big patch, we just plowed open with my old plow 2 days ago. And we were gonna do our potatoes yesterday on Good Friday, but it was so windy I didn't feel like eating dirt all day. So we're doing it today while it's nice and warm out. So Tony and I are gonna finish up planting in these in these tires, right Tony? And then by the looks of it, I might have 2 rows, and usually I go this way, but I might take them this way this year. I like to switch up the garden. Last year they were all along this side. All the tires were along that side of the garden, and the tomatoes were over here, so I think I'm gonna put the tomatoes on that end and have maybe the corn over here. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it yet, but the potatoes are all gonna be on this side this year. So we'll get that planted, and I'll show you what my tires look like when they're all full of taters. So we got the tires full of taters, but we didn't fill it in with dirt yet. And I lied. I think I have a really straight row right here, and it's looser dirt. So it'll be easier for the potatoes to grow, for one, because they spread out so much, and to get them back out of the dirt later. And these Yukon Golds, they got spots where like you just got 2 or 3 good eyes, and the rest is just tater. So I'm just gonna cut those in half and have the rest for supper. I'll still show you when I get all the tires filled. Like right now, we just have the layer of ashes and then our star in there. And then this last row that we plowed open, we'll fill up with the rest of our taters, and I'll pull that over with the rake. So you can't hardly see him back there. You can see his yellow shirt now. There's a big ridge back in there. There used to be a shed that sat back there. And all this grass there on this side of the shed and on that north side of the shed, he bales for a grass bale for the goats. And he wants to fix that ridge up, kind of fill it in so it's not such a pain on the tractor and baler and rake. You can't really see him messing around back there. You used to get glimpses of his yellow shirt, but that's about it. Let these guys play in the pasture for a while we're cleaning the feed floor off again. Guys, it's been a week since I told you I thought Camilla and Lunch Bucket were gonna kid. I thought they were gonna kid on Easter Day. I was pretty sure of it. So I thought that their bags were completely full when they get full, and they're loose and they had some mucus. Well, it's a week later and they still haven't kidded, but now their bags really are huge. And if they don't kid in the next couple days, I don't know what's going on. And we got another new Billy today. The price was right, and he came from the same farm we got Bree, so he's registered, and he's a year old. Now he's a year old. His registered name is Aladdin. I don't know if I want to keep that name, but I'm sure Tony will make me. So I'll show you him. So here's Aladdin over here with Bree. And he seems pretty mellow. He let me put that collar on him. I think I need to loosen it a little bit to give him room for his mane. But he's pretty mellow. And I saw a kid of his where I got him. He had a daughter there. And she was only a week old. And she was pretty good size, so. Gussie over there, the one that we just got. He's doing really good. I think he's fitting in more. He's fighting back to get food. The boys were kind of pushing him to the side for a while, but he's getting more food now, being pushy. He's still a chubby, stout little thing. So I got my potatoes planted last weekend, and my two girls that are due to pop decided to disappoint you and not have their babies for this video. But hopefully they will for the next one. And you got to see my new buck. Hopefully we have a more interesting and kid-filled video for next week. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I also had to redo our lock here. So I always go all the way around. And then hook it again in here. Well, Lunch Bucket learned how to grab this with her mouth and pull it up, and everyone was out yesterday morning. So now it gets an extra clip. So she can't do that. And I need more than one hand to do it, I think. Now she can't get it undone.